What's up, everybody? How's it going? Mike here from the Lost Co. I think that everything should be working. This is just the second time that we've used this new video studio to do a live stream, so I think that I got everything dialed. Let me know if you can't hear me or something, but I'm pretty sure that you guys can indeed hear me. So, I don't know. So what's going on? We just closed the shop a couple minutes ago, and so I figured that we do a live stream. We did not do one this past Monday with our show MTB Insider because I was actually in California, went on a little vacation, and I didn't even get to ride bikes, which kind of sucks because it's been raining down in California a whole bunch, and so we didn't get a chance to ride the trails because down there I guess your tires just pack up with mud and you kind of just ruin the trails. It's not like up here in Bellingham where it rains and we're just excited to go ride in the rain. So a little bit different. But it's okay. I just got to hang out with a couple of my friends out there and take a little bit of time off. So, we didn't do anything super crazy. We kind of just screwed around for like 3 or 4 days, which was actually pretty fun. I got my mind off of bikes for one weekend because I don't know. It was just pretty cool. So, someone's calling me. They can leave a voicemail. Shoot. What's up, everybody? Jesse S., what's up, dude? Karsten, Bikecanic, Connor, Ian, MM. We got 16 people watching right now, so I think what we're going to do right now is I am going to kind of just test out a little bit of a video format that I really want to start doing a lot more often, and I think it's going to be really fun. Again, the live streams are pretty sweet because I get to do a live interaction with you guys. I get to answer questions, we get to throw jokes around, we get to just talk about things. Not only do we get to enjoy mountain biking together, but we also get to make fun of some parts of it because, let's face it, bikes are fun, and one of the fun parts of anything that you love, no matter what you love, you got to make fun of it sometimes. So I think that is what I'm really aiming to do with with this whole new format that I am wanting to roll out and test with you guys. So right now, I want you guys to basically have as much fun with me as you possibly can, and I really want you guys to just kind of let me know what you think about it. Let me unplug the laptop. I don't want to create any microphone buzz. Anyway, I want you guys to let me know what you guys think about this format. And if you guys have fun, let me know because I want to do this more often. And what I actually want to do is I want to start bringing other people on board with this live stream. So I want to have our other mechanics. Of course, Callie's going to do it with me. Dusty's laying on her bed over there across the studio. I don't think she's going to join me. Maybe I can get her to join me, but she doesn't have much input. She might scratch at me or something. But anyway, I want to bring the other mechanics on board. I want to bring some other, just some friends on board to watch Pinkbike videos. Also just like react to funny comments that people leave in the comments on Pinkbike videos. That is always like the main thing. Most people go to the video and just scroll to the bottom just to read the comments because there's always goofy things going on down there. There's definitely some aggro mountain bikers out there that like to definitely give a bunch of crap to new products coming out and make fun of things. And so what I'd really like to do is I'd really like to kind of poke fun at that. And it's just one of the aspects of mountain biking that is just going to be there forever. And it's always been here for as long as Pinkbike has been around. So I think why not? Let's do a little web series or a live stream series where we go ahead and watch a bunch of Pinkbike videos together and also look at some news, some new products that came out, and let me know what you guys think about these new products and my opinions on things. And I'm going to do my best to just entertain you guys, give decently unbiased opinions because I don't really have a bias towards anything. I think pretty much everything that's out there is good because if it's not good, it just goes out of business right away. So there's not really many things out there that I actually don't like in the mountain bike industry. So with that said, let's see who we got here. We got 16 people watching. Let's see. Thanks, guys, for liking the setup. I guess we could probably just get ahead or get started and just kind of watch some things. So let's see. I just got to get Pinkbike open here in another tab. So this whole week, I didn't actually really watch any videos. We've been super busy. Kind of sucks. This past week has been pretty hectic. Not only was I in California, but I also got a call from Callie. She said, "Hey, Mike, there's some a little bit of bike shop drama going on right now, and I'm really sorry that I have to bring it up while you're on vacation in California. But unfortunately, I got to tell you." So she told me that the bike shop actually got broken into. Someone used a giant pry bar and broke into one of the doors on the side of the shop. and they just ran in and grabbed a bunch of forks and shocks off the wall, and they ran out. And who knows where those things are now, but they are not in our possession at the bike shop anymore, so that really sucks. But hey, you can't really do too much about it. It's okay. We've got security, and we have the cops on it, and we also have business insurance, so it's not a gigantic loss. Obviously it's a bummer that had to happen, but hey, as soon as you open a bike shop or any retail business, you're pretty much just waiting until the first time you have to hear that terrible news that somebody broke into the shop. So that was not really good. So yeah, anyway. Okay, cool. We got some more people joining. We got Get Around MTB. What's going on? He said, "What's up, all? What is up? How are you?" We've got Austin Pretty. The setup looks really professional. Looks nice. Thanks. We put a ton of work into building this new video studio because we are going to be doing a ton of live streams, all related to mountain biking, all related to bicycles in general. It's going to be super fun, and we are super pumped. This is not a fake YouTube face. I'm seriously excited. I'm so excited for all this stuff that we are going to be rolling out with the YouTube Live platform of our channel. Also, we are almost done. We had to redo inventory. We got a couple new employees on board. We had to redo all that stuff. But once we are done with that, we are going to start pumping out videos. So that's kind of what this whole video studio is. So right behind the camera, which you cannot see, I have a big desk with a monitor, second monitor. So that's going to be pretty much just my video editing desk. So that's going to be pretty much all that I do. So we just got hired Russ, who's our head mechanic, who also owns Cascade Racing Designs, a carbon wheel and carbon bar company. We're going to definitely have him on some of these live streams, not only just chit-chatting about things, but yeah, pretty much just... he's also going to help out with some tech things. He's super technically inclined. I am definitely not as into or not as interested in the super technical fine points of a lot of things in terms of suspension and parts and things. But he is, and that's why we hired him for our head mechanic and service and shop manager. Then we also hired Jason, who's a local shredder. He also came from another shop where Russ came from. They both joined us over here to have fun and help out and pretty much just join the Lost Code team. So we are very excited to have both of them. Jason is going to be doing sales and helping keep up with all the sales aspects of the entire business. So sales, website maintenance, inventory, buying and purchasing, all that stuff. So we are super pumped to have him on board. So it's going to be a crazy spring and summer because now it's me and Callie, of course, but also we've got Jason and Russ, so 4 of us, and Dusty just really makes a mess. She doesn't really do anything. She's sleeping on her bed and just staring at me, and she knows that I'm talking about her, so I'm really sorry, Dusty, that I'm embarrassing you in front of all these people live on YouTube, but hey, sometimes you gotta take one for the team. Sweet, Get Around MTV said the place is looking sharp. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, we put a ton of work in making all this. Callie made this sign, it's a light up Lost Coast sign that changes colors, so it's always gonna be a different color in all the videos. And then we just built this wall here. We built a wall, except we paid for it out of pocket, not like Uncle Donnie said. So anyway, yeah, we got a bunch of people here. We got 19 people. I honestly am not expecting a ton of people, so if you guys do have any questions or anything, then drop them on this video. I'm most likely going to get around to answering them. Yeah, I just did a spur of the moment type of thing. I wanted to get kind of a small crowd together for this platform of video, so then we can really kind of join in together and have a lot of fun with just a small group of people. So everyone, if you are tuned in right now, then definitely stay tuned. And I think right now we should get ahead to watching some Pinkbike videos. Like I said, I haven't really watched any Pinkbike videos this week. I've been really busy doing inventory and things like that. So I think right now we should definitely get into that. So, all right, I'm going to swap over to the other screen. So now we have the, I'm in the bottom corner, and then we have the, we're going to have here Pinkbike open right here. And yeah, let's just start kind of scrolling through the Pinkbike feed. Let's see what new products came out this week. Also, let's watch some videos, and I'm going to basically chill here on the couch in the studio, and I'm going to watch videos with you guys, and we're going to kind of react together. I'm going to ask you guys what you think about things, and then you guys can ask me what I think about things. So it's going to be a pretty sweet interactive time. So let's get going. Let's make sure that this is all working. Yes, it is working. All right, anyway. Let's get to it. Okay, so first thing, QBP's high-end whiskey carbon components will sell on Amazon and eBay. I kind of looked at this earlier. I don't really know why this is a shock. I don't really know why this is even an announcement. I guess there's maybe not that much going on right now in the mountain bike industry for this week. But I mean, lots of brands sell things on Amazon and eBay. I don't really understand why they had to make like a whole article for this. But anyway, let's see what some comments say. First comment, we always got to read the first comment. Brad's name is spelled wrong every single time he wrote it. It's whiskey, not whiskey with an E. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, that one's a little confusing. That one's not super fun. Oh, you know what? I did want to watch this one. So this is Greg Callahan gets chased by a drone in his speed of sound edit. Let's see. Let's play this one. So this is 2 minutes and 50 seconds long. Greg Callahan rides for Cube, I believe, and Red Bull. Obviously, you can see by his helmet, and 100% you can see by his goggles. So this dude's all kitted out. But yeah, Cube. I knew it. I knew he was for Cube. So pedaling out of the gate, down the road. Skirt! Fat skid, straight onto the trail. Does anybody else make sound effects when they're riding bikes and or watching mountain bike videos? I definitely do quite a bit. Pedaling downhill. This dude's obviously a racer. I don't know if you'll find me pedaling downhill a ton, but when the going gets tough, the tough get going. So, oh yeah, so there's a drone following him. Drones are insane, by the way. I actually don't know. I don't know if you guys can hear this. Maybe I have to unplug the microphone. No, this dude's obviously a racer. I don't know if that's gonna work. Or if you'll find me pedaling downhill all the time. Yeah. But, yeah. Hopefully you guys can. From just seeing him in racing, and he placed pretty high on the podium a few times last year. I know at the EWS he did pretty dang good job. But he's on a Cube. I don't really ever look at Cube bikes because they aren't sold here in the U.S. I don't think, or they're direct to consumer. I can never remember, but I just never see those bikes very often at all. The title did say that a drone was following him the whole time. I guess maybe just a little bit of the time, but that Orange Fox 36 is looking good. I know that. Oh, here's the drone. Okay, sweet. This is cool. I really need to get a drone, by the way, for the shop videos. Something that we're definitely looking into. All right, the drone went away. Oh, the drone is back. I think this is so sweet. I can't tell. I don't really know much about drones. Like, do they have the drones like automatically following them now, or is somebody actually like operating that with the little remote? I'm not sure. I know a lot about cameras. I just don't know a ton about drones. But this is really sweet, following him through this rhythm section. It obviously is really muddy. I wonder where he's at. There's a little bit of snow on the ground, too. That was pretty sweet. That was pretty cool. What do you guys think about that video? Pretty decent? Any thoughts on the Greg Callahan video? It was pretty good. I don't think you guys can hear the audio. I think that I have to get a mixer to run that. But hopefully that's not too much of a hiccup. I guess I can fix that later. Let's see. Let's get to some. I got a couple questions real quick. 27.5 versus 29 pros and cons. Honestly, in a nutshell, 27.5 is going to be a little bit easier to throw around. It's just going to be a little bit more maneuverable, but 27.5 and 29 are so close in size. I don't really think that there's like a huge difference, honestly, especially with the geometry of the bikes. I ride 27.5 just because I grew up riding 20-inch BMX bikes, and I still do sometimes. So I definitely like to have the little bit smaller wheel, even if it doesn't make that much of a difference. If I was just going to get a short travel trail bike, 29 or 100%, it rolls faster, rolls over things faster and easier. It's going to be a little bit just a faster bike naturally, and yeah. So I would pretty much just recommend doing that. Let's see though. 27.5 is gonna jump a little bit better, and I like to jump a lot. So let's see what other questions we got down here. Ian Davey asks, can you give me a tip on fixing a small stanchion scratch? I'm not super handy, but I can fix a lot, or should I take it to a local bike shop? take it to a local bike shop. They're going to be able to do it probably the best of the ability, or to the best of the ability to be fixed. You can actually use some super glue, and you can fill it with super glue and then use a cheesecloth. It's just basically just like a really fine, it is technically kind of like a sandpaper, I believe. I don't really know exactly how you classify it, but get cheesecloth and you can rub that smooth, and that way you're not going to get any oil going through that scratch or any dirt going down there. So yeah, Awesome Pretty said that video was pretty sick. I thought it was pretty good. I don't think it was anything super crazy. Maybe it would be better with music. Can you guys can somebody let me know, did you guys hear the audio during the video? I'm still getting this like whole multi-channel audio and video running through the live streaming software. It's kind of a lot going on. It's actually really complicated. So I'm definitely still kind of figuring all that out. Benny Rohouse wonders where the dog is. Dusty, come here. Dusty, come here, bud. Come. You want a treat? Come. Come. Come on. Come on up. No, she's not coming. Dusty's sleeping right now. Let's see. Why are mountain bikes so freaking expensive? LOL. I don't know. I mean, okay, so the main thing, there's a lot of reasons why mountain biking is so expensive in general. So it takes a lot of people to get all this stuff done. It takes a lot of people to have sales teams. It has a lot of engineers to design it. It takes a lot of people going back and forth overseas or to their local manufacturer to basically like get the bikes actually made. So you have to design it, get the bikes made, ship them around. You have to put them somewhere. You have to store them somewhere and pay for a commercial location to store them. Then you have to have people on sales teams and media teams to create a bunch of media, which is really expensive, super, super expensive. Like if I was going to hire somebody to do my job, which I own the business, so obviously I'm going to take the job that is like the most expensive. And also I'm pretty good at it, so I do all the media stuff. But when you hire a media guy, it's like $25 to $50 an hour, which is super expensive. So making videos, taking photos, doing Instagram, doing YouTube, all the social media stuff is pretty expensive all on its own. So then you got to pay engineers, which are expensive. You got to pay salespeople, which are expensive. You have to pay salary. You want all these people in your company to actually be able to make a living. So when you add all that up, that is a ton of money. And to get all this stuff done, you're not actually just paying just for the product. You're paying for the product and how much it costs to make the product, maintain the product, carry out warranty claims, because when you break your bike, you're going to want a new one for free, which is a big selling point. When you go and buy a bike, you obviously are going to look at all the different warranties. Like the We Are One carbon wheels, I have those specifically, and I push them so heavily because they have a lifetime no questions asked warranty on their rims. Now, you are not just paying markup on the product. You're paying markup on the product, and you're paying towards the salaries of all the people that are part of the team to make that product. And I think a lot of people always forget about that. That's a super, super, extremely common question. And I think a lot of people kind of just think that they're just paying for a product. You know, when you pay for a thing, you think it's easy to think that it just like pops out of a printer, but that doesn't happen. When you are paying for a product, you're paying for the whole team to create it. And if you like mountain biking and you like mountain bikers, then most teams, especially any mountain bike company, it's going to have a good team behind it of mountain bikers. So if you want to, if you really like a product, you're going to want to support the team that created that. You're going to want to support the product, and you're going to want to support the people that stand behind the product that you're excited about. So that is one thing with our bike shop. You come into the shop, our hourly labor rate at our shop is $75 an hour. Now, people think, okay, so you might bring your bike into my shop or any other shop, you get a derailleur adjustment, and when you get the derailleur adjustment, it could take us 5 minutes, which may be $15 to adjust the derailleur. Now, you're not paying for our 5 minutes of time. You're actually paying for our, I've been in the industry for 12 years, so you're paying for my 12 years of time that it took to get to the point where I can adjust a derailleur to a T 100% perfectly in 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever it takes me. So that's really where the money kind of comes in, and the same thing goes onto all the background parts of any mountain bike company and any mountain bike component company. So all that stuff really adds up. So if you like a company and you really want to support the product, you're also going to be supporting the team of people that it takes to make that product. So I definitely always like to really explain how that works, because it's really important, because I like to add value in the job that I have. Now, there are a lot of online retailers that just sell stuff to sell stuff. Now, that is not what we want to do here at the Lost Co. We want to do stuff like get you free t-shirts when you spend over $500. I want to give you guys free sticker packs. You know, if you order something and it's not in stock right away, I'm going to throw a bunch of free stickers in so you guys can load up your car and your refrigerator and your laptop and all that stuff with our stickers. By the way, we actually just got new stickers. I don't know if you guys saw this. This is my favorite one. It's a skull with the Lost Co. logo on it. And then we just got the basic arrow logo here. And then we have the Lost Co. logo in its entirety. Now, you can actually buy these things in sticker packs. You guys can buy these sticker packs on our website. They're actually $5. Here, you know what? For all the 27 people watching right now, here, I'm going to drop a link to our web store. And here, let me... I'm actually going to go on the web store right now. I'm going to drop you guys a link to the stickers if anyone wants any, and I'm also going to give you guys a code so you can get free shipping and get a new sticker pack from us. So there is the link to merch, and then I'm also going to drop a code. If you use this in your cart, use code SHIPFREE, which is in the comments. Then you will get a sticker pack, and shipping will be free. And I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but I think, yep, the screen is up. Check this out. So the Lost Co sticker pack is on sale from $6,000 down to $5. We joked about doing that. I was like, should I say that these were $6,000 and then mark them down to $5,000? So it's like a gigantic sale. And then we basically laughed hard enough to the point where I thought we should do that. So in this sticker pack, you're going to get 3 stickers. This is the skull, which is definitely my favorite. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's definitely out of focus, but that is the skull logo right there. That is actually designed by our friend Eric Woolsey, who owns Balance Lifestyle Co. He's an artist here in Bellingham, and he designed that and a whole bunch of stuff. We're actually going to have jerseys coming out soon. And then we also, in that sticker pack, these 2 logo stickers. So yeah, if you guys want, feel free to pick up some sticker pack. Use code SHIPFREE, and you will get free shipping on that too. All right, let's go back to Pinkbike real quick. What do we got here? Ooh, check this out. Okay, this is one of my favorite things, boutique bikes. Boutique European downhill bikes that dare to be different. What a title, Pinkbike. That is great. So we're going to scroll through a little bit here. See what we got. See, yeah, we got a bunch of cool downhill bikes that are from Europe, obviously. So we got the Dark Owl Polish steel or polished steel? I'm not sure. I don't really know. That doesn't really look like anything super crazy special. They have some Dark Owl testing here. I don't know. I guess they're just flexing the frame and seeing how it holds up. Now, here, again, when I said like the team that it takes to create products, now look at this video and check out what they're doing. They have like a whole bunch of crazy, super expensive equipment that they have to invest in to make sure that these frames are actually going to hold up to abuse. And this seems to be like a very small boutique brand. Now that stuff is super expensive. R&D, paying engineers to actually be the brainchilds behind it, it's really expensive. Now let's see. Now these things pictured cost about $23.99, 2,399 euros. I'm not exactly how that equates to US, but okay, this one is interesting. Check out this bike. This is the Hardcore Industry Croatian Carbon. So this is obviously a super crazy carbon frame. That thing is wild looking. Does it have like it has like a streamlined arrow seat post. That is super weird. It's not high pivot. It does look like it carries a VPP of some sort. And the shock is propane style where it's mounted behind the seat tube. That bike looks freaking crazy. Croatian Carbon. That is cool. That is just a rad looking bike. It looks sick with the Fox fork on it. Man, that is super cool. This dude's hanging out at the laundromat just washing his 80s kit. But that thing is freaking crazy. Okay, that one's really cool. That was much cooler than the first one. That is ridiculous. Okay, next one, Volcane French Steel. Let's see how many people we got here. 32 people watching. Let's see. The Volcane French Steel. That is obviously a steel downhill bike. As you can tell, it's got some super slim chromoly seat stays right here. It's got a DHX2 coil shock. Gotta love that. And it's got, let's see, rock shocks up front. That doesn't look like anything super crazy. It looks like it's just a single pivot downhill bike. Nothing super crazy there. Let's go down to the, oh, I guess that's it. So, let's see, what's going on here? Behind the Lens, Peter Jameson. Okay, so there were some bike reviews for the Saracen Mist 29. I think those are available in the US now. I'm not actually entirely sure. Those things are pretty sweet, though. I know that the colorways look really cool. I think Danny Hart is on Saracen now, I believe. Is Danny Hart on Saracen? Can you guys correct me if I am wrong? Let's see. Let's watch a quick video. Let's see how long this one is. April 2009, Danny McCaskill. Again, I don't know if you guys can hear the audio, so I guess I'm just going to commentate this entire thing. So, Inspired presents doo-doom, 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 doom, Danny McCaskill. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doom, doom-doom-doom, doom-doom-doom. Okay, Danny McCaskill, as everyone probably knows, if you don't know Danny McCaskill, then you should probably watch a lot of videos tonight. So let's see what he's doing. Let's get to the brunt of this. Let's see what he's doing. He's riding on a fence. I don't ride on fences very often. Never. I don't ride on fences. So let's think about the consequences right now. So he's on a fence. If your bike goes out from under you and you go down onto that fence, you're going literally straight to the hospital, and you're going to be probably in pain for the rest of your life. And holy crap, he just rode up a tree. Jumping over a gate. I can't jump. Oh, 180 over a handrail. Oh, and keep in mind, this is him in 2009. So this is obviously when he was way more trials / street riding. Right now, or in the current age, Danny McCaskill has been riding a lot of mountain bikes and kind of transitioning between his street and trials riding to the mountain bike into the trail. He's hucking threes down like, I don't know, like a 15 set. So obviously this dude's always been just insane. Oh, and he did a fakey bunny hop tail whip. I cannot do that. I think I've landed a bunny hop tail whip on my 20-inch like 3 times. And I got off and screamed because I was so excited. He's just doing it like it's super calm and casual. But yeah, I'm gonna assume that this is the whole video. Let's go to like the closing move that he does, because that's always the craziest one. Let's see, did we miss it? Oh, we missed it. Okay. So here, let's see the closing move. Got some pretty flowers. He's on a bridge. Jesus. Oh, I like how the people are like coming over the railing and being like, where did this guy just go? He just jumped his bike. He just jumped his bike off of a off of a bridge. So, yep, that dude is insane. Let's go back to YouTube, and let's see what kind of questions people asked. Let's see. Mike, where's your popcorn machine? Oh, I don't have a popcorn machine. I should totally get some popcorn. Okay, next time we do these this live stream together, watching Pinkbike videos and looking at Pinkbike news, I will 110% have popcorn, and that sounds really yummy. Actually, I'm kind of hungry right now. I wish I had popcorn. Hey, Dusty, could you go make me some popcorn? I don't know if she actually knows how to use the microwave or not. I can't trust her cooking. Let's answer a couple questions real quick. Any thoughts on Super Boost on enduro bikes? R. Yager Williams asked. No, I honestly don't have many thoughts on Super Boost. It might be a little bit better. It might not be. I don't know. You know, it depends on if it goes on a machine. My bike right now isn't even Boost, and you guys are actually going to see. I'm going to put out a bike check. We're going to have our first actual video upload it to YouTube, I believe, on Sunday. So I'm going to work really hard over the next 2 days to edit my bike check together so you guys can see exactly what I'm riding right now. I know that video has been requested quite a bit, so I'm going to get that together. We've had it filmed for about a month, but we've just been too busy to get to editing that. So yeah, my bike right now isn't Boost, and I can't tell a difference. I don't know. And I feel like I'm riding on the very aggressive end of the spectrum, but yeah, whatever. W Famcam said, saw you guys on the Daily MTB Rider channel. You guys are a lot of fun to watch. Hey, real quick, we should go over to YouTube. And let's go to Josh's channel, Daily MTB Rider. You guys know Josh. Let's see, leaving my bike build at the shop. This video is at 52,000 views right now. I don't know if you guys all saw this, but check this out. We did this video with Josh where he basically left his bike at our shop, and then we finished building it for him. So me and Callie had a really good idea where we were going to just go above and beyond and make a really cool little video instead of just being like, hey guys, we're making a video. Hi, we're working on bikes. So we bought a fog machine, obviously, and we put on some fake leather pants and got Dusty on board. We took a bunch of sweet shots. We had like a bunch of strobe lights and wigs. Obviously, we dressed up like we were rock stars from the 80s, and even Dusty had a denim outfit on, which was pretty sweet. Added a bunch of cool sound effects and played some air guitar, added a bunch of cool video effects. Got a strobe light. This is our favorite shot with Callie right now. And then we give a good high five, and it goes back to normal. So that was super fun to make. That was a lot of hard work, that was many days of filming. So super fun. And Callie is not here right now. Callie is actually in Hawaii right now. I was in California last week, and Callie is in Hawaii right now with her family. On a little family vacation. So she's actually going to be gone until next Friday. She left yesterday, and so it's going to be over a week where it is just me, Jason, and Russ running the show. And so we are just going to try to get as much done as we can before Callie gets back, because when Callie gets back, we are, like I said, we're going to go back into full-fledged media mode, start getting tons of videos and etc. Put back out, and we're really looking forward to that. So let's see. Yeah, and then Josh picked up his bike, and he was a happy camper, and I don't think he actually rode the bike yet because it's been really snowy and kind of crappy around here lately. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see if we got some new comments. Sick Sentinel asked, what was your first bike? Man, what the heck was my first bike? Okay, so my first bike ever was a red Huffy. I have a picture of me somewhere. riding the red Huffy. I was in a Chicago Bulls outfit because I grew up in Chicago. So my parents dressed me up in a Chicago Bulls coat, which would probably sell on eBay now for like $5,000 because it was pretty sweet. So yeah, my first bike was a red Huffy, and I remember crashing a lot. I definitely made use of my helmet, but hey, that's all good. So it was super fun. On that little bike. And then my first real mountain bike was a 2005 Cannondale FR 500 or something. It was like a hardtail. That's back when I was 16, and I got my job at my first bike shop when I was 16. So yeah, it was just like a Cannondale red hardtail, and I just cruised around the trails in Illinois. We didn't have anything crazy, of course, because there's no hills out there. But we had, we had a couple small like up and downs, but it was maybe like 10 feet of elevation at a time. You were pedaling downhill the whole time, but it was a fun bike to learn on, and definitely got my feet wet in the mountain bike thing. And that's the bike that actually made me really fall in love with mountain biking. So the coolest thing about mountain biking, which I always think, is that you don't have to just like hop into a $5,000 bike to have a bunch of fun. Like all you got to do is just get a super simple bike and just ride. All you got to do is just ride your bike and have fun. And as you progress as a rider, then eventually you can progress with the bike that you're riding, and you can pretty much just match up the bike to your skill level and start having even more fun. So it's really it's the more fun that you want to have. You're gonna want to have a bike that is more capable of the type of fun that you're wanting to have. So if you want to have fun on cross country trails and get used to it, riding mountain bikes, and just get used to bikes in general, then you're going to want to basically just get a very simple and affordable cross-country bike. And then eventually you will want to start riding more trail stuff, all mountain / enduro. Then you are going to want to progress your riding. And to do that, you're going to want to progress your bike and have a more progressive bike with a little bit more aggressive geometry that is going to be more capable on your mountain and on your trails. So that is the cool thing. Start with a simple bike, get into it, have fun. Don't worry too much about the amount of money that you're spending in terms of like, don't go out and trying to live like a lavish baller to have a cool bike so that your friends can see that you just dropped $5,000 on a bike. You know, go out, buy a used bike for $800. You can get a pretty good $800 bike these days, full suspension with a dropper post most likely. And then just start riding it a whole lot and having a ton of fun. And then once you get a little bit better and want to have more fun, get a bike more capable. Thunderstruck Coach, this guy and I think his wife, I believe, are always watching our live streams, and we're super pumped to have return people watching live streams because it's fun, because then we get to laugh and we get to have jokes. We get to talk about things that were in the other live streams. So definitely keep joining us like a few of our really good viewers have been. So let's see. He asked, I have one of the new limited edition Stealth Renthal carbon bars in the way. Super stoked. Do I need to use carbon paste at the stem bar junction? Syntace Megaforce 2 stem. Thunderstruck Coach, did you get the bars from me? We have one person waiting on on those bars because they're special edition. They're like specially ordered for everyone that ordered those. So we do have a set coming in. I don't remember if that was you that ordered from us, and if not, then if you need to use carbon paste on the stem bar junction, I don't ever do that, but you could if you wanted to. I don't think it would hurt. I wish Russ was here right now to give me his absolute input on that, because I don't know exactly off the top of my head, but I run a carbon bar and stem, and I have never put carbon paste on anything besides in my seat tube of my frame where the seat post goes. So Russ, if you are watching the live stream right now, then please chip in with that. But I will get back to you on that one. That's actually a good idea. I've heard of people doing it, but I don't know like the super legit thing. And the reason why I asked Russ's word, because Russ has been working on bikes almost twice as long as I have. I've been doing it for 12 years, and I think he's on like 22 years of working on bikes or something like that. Really crazy. He's an extremely meticulous, awesome mechanic. Benny Rohouse says, Fox, Float X2, or DHX2? Climbing switch comparison. So honestly, both of them are going to climb about the same. The circuitry and the dampers, I believe, are very, very similar, if not almost the exact same. Might be a little bit different. I wish that Russ was here again to answer that one. But once you could put the climbing switch on the DHX2, it climbs. To me, it climbs the exact same as a Float X2. I actually have both a Float X2 and a DHX2 in my arsenal, which both go on my bike depending on the season and where I'm riding. I put the DHX2 on in the summer when I ride Canada a lot. It's a lot more rough up there, so I like that small bump sensitivity, which is added a little bit when you get the coil shock. But the Float X2, I think, is an all-around better shock for 90% of riders. I am actually looking forward to using the Float X2 in chunky Canada next year and see how it goes. But I ride the Float X2 actually about 80% of the time. I don't really flip-flop in between shocks all the time, because then that's just annoying having to set your bike up all the time. But in a nutshell, I think that the Float X2 and DHX2 climb about the same. Float X2 is a better shock for about 90% of riders. Let's see. So John Hoory asked, Mike, I picked up a cool frame I'm going to start building. Have you ever heard of a Banshee Morphine? The head badge is sick. Banshees are sweet. I have not heard of the Morphine. I don't have a ton of input on that. I do only know about the Banshee Rune and the Spitfire, which my friend had both of those bikes at some point. I do not know about their other bikes, though. Let's see. The next one, the hedge badge is sick. You're totally right. The hedge badges are sweet. Head badges. I keep saying that weird. Let's see. So Giovanni Ramirez, sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly, but Giovanni Ramirez, yo, can I order one of those Lost Coast shirts, or better yet, can I get one in store? I will right now. I will drop a link to the web store, but if you are local, you can definitely stop by the shop anytime and pick up a shirt. Here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a link to all of our merchandise right there. You can click on that link and basically go right to our store and order up one of these. We did a live stream last week where we premiered all of our new Lost Co apparel, and if you want, that's actually on our YouTube channel. You can go back and watch that. Me and Callie do our best Vanna White impersonations to try to make our apparel very appealing. And also, we got this new sticker packs, which I've already mentioned a couple times. Now, if you are ordering from the store, you can use the code that I dropped before, ship free. And that is just for tonight. So anybody watching right now, we got 37 people watching right now. It's pretty spur of the moment, which is actually pretty good. 37 people watching for a spur of the moment live stream, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, that code is for you guys. So anything that you guys want on the store, use the code SHIPFREE. Get free shipping from the website. Sorry to keep talking about that. I'm not necessarily trying to sell a bunch of stuff tonight or anything, but if you guys do need to pick something up, use that for any purchase under $100. Now let's go to the next one. Rob Northern said, hey, I'm a returner too. Love the channel, Mike. Rob, thank you so much for the kind words. Thank you everybody for the kind words. Rob, thank you so much for coming back and watching another live stream. Hopefully everybody, did you guys all get a notification on YouTube saying that I was going to do a live stream? That's something that we're kind of trying to figure out because I want to make sure that everybody is notified. So let's see. Now, let's do one last question before we go back to Pinkbike and get into that. So we got 38 people watching. It keeps going up little by little, so hopefully I'm not losing people too fast. We got 39 people watching right now. So yeah, it's been a good time so far, and I don't know, we've been going for about 40 minutes. So pretty much I'm just going to kind of go until the camera dies. So let's just keep going. So the next question is, Wes Forerunner asks, Marzocchi Bomber Z1 or the DVO barrel? Now, it's funny you ask. Let me go get something real quick. So, right here, I've got a couple of fork friends that are going to join me, and I'm going to interview them, and you guys are going to talk to the Marzocchi forks here with me. So, all right, Mr. Marzocchi Bomber, what do you have to say about your performance? Well, everybody, my name is Marzocchi Bomber. I am red, and I'm very similar to the Fox 36. My company is Marzocchi, but my parent company is Fox. So Fox actually owns me. I should be doing a ventriloquist voice. Let me see. So Fox actually owns me, and we have very similar internals. Okay, I'll stop doing that. Basically, the Marzocchi forks carry the same style of air spring as the Fox forks do, which is the evil air spring, which is super, super, super plush off the top of the stroke. I use super 3 times because, seriously, this fork is extremely plush off the top of the stroke. Like, that's one of those buzzwords that's kind of annoying and said, honestly, too much. But anyway, these things are basically very similar to the Fox 36. Fox owns Marzocchi, and really, there's a little bit more material down here. They're a little bit stiffer lowers on the Marzocchi Bomber forks. They're just not machined as crazy as the Fox 36s. So these forks are going to be a little bit heavier, but they're also going to be a lot more heavy duty. So if you're either a bigger rider or a super aggressive rider, then the Marzocchi Bomber Z1 is going to be a really good fork for you. The damper is super, super basic. It's just the grip sweep damper. Really, it's an actually really good lockout. It locks out the fork pretty much all the way for pedaling. So you either just have it all the way open or firm are really the two maximum or the two extremities of the damper adjustability. But in between, you're going to have a lot of adjustment for the compression, and that is going to be able to fine-tune just how stiff your fork is. So if you're riding a trail that's kind of up and down, like undulating rolling hills, flow trail, something like that, something with some jumps, then I would set this guy right in the middle, and then if you're climbing, lock it out. And if you're going downhill and you just want it to be super supple and super plush, open this bad boy up and it's going to be super supple, super plush. These only come in boost, so that might make up your mind in terms of going DVO versus Marzocchi. And also, they're both about the same price. I think the Marzocchi is about $50 cheaper, so that is something to consider as well. Honestly, I have ridden the DVO Diamond I had on a past bike, and while DVO is a great company, I definitely thought that the Fox 36 that I have on my bike right now is a lot better of a fork. It's more plush off the top of the stroke, and overall, I just was more happy with the adjustments. The DVO, I was constantly fiddling with knobs, changing things around, and it just was not the easiest fork to live with. I wonder if they worked out any of those kinks or if they changed the way that the dampers have the compression ran, but the fork was just a little bit odd overall to me. So I just never really got along with it. Whereas I don't have the bomber on my bike, but like I said, the Fox 36 is basically the same thing. A little bit different damper though. It's just a more entry-level damper, and these are actually more stiff. So I might put some bombers on my next bike. I'm not sure yet, but that is something that we are going to figure out later on. So let's see. What do you think about Tannis armor? Someone just asked. Our good friend Kailen Hawk. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Kailen, but let's actually go watch a video of him while we're talking about him. He actually was just in the shop. We will put his or work on his bike sometimes, and we're going to just kind of work with him on and off. He's a serious mega shredder. Let's go to. Let's see. Let's get the. All right. So I just brought a video up with Kailen, and he's going to be riding some big stuff on his Transition Scout. The reason I'm talking about Kailen right now is because he brought his bike in to us to have us assemble it. He's on a Transition Patrol right now, which is super pimped out with a DHX2, and he actually got the Marzocchi bomber. So if you're a guy like Kailen, like the guy riding the video right now, that is just seriously sending everything, then the bomber is probably going to be the best fork for you. So yeah, so he comes in the shop all the time. Like I said, mega extreme shredder. He has a very can-do attitude towards pretty much everything, especially bicycles. So you're going to watch him. These are actually all the trails that I get to ride all the time. So if you guys have never been to Bellingham, then this is the kind of stuff that we're going to be riding all the time. As you can notice, it's super loamy on these trails, and that's another buzzword, loam. But yeah, seriously, we get to ride this stuff all the time. It's pretty sweet. So, and I know that he does a giant move at the end, which I've done a couple times for a couple videos in the past. But you can see he is floating over everything. Oh yeah, anyway, tires, or Tannis tire inserts. Kailen came in recently. He was running Cushcore before, and then he just got picked up for a sponsorship from Tannis. And he's been riding the Tannis Armor, the tire inserts for a couple weeks now, and he said that they're super sick. And Kailen is definitely, oh, check this out. That move is called El Diablo. That is on a trail called Cougar Ridge, which was actually just made legal. There's a sick jump where you can buzz a bunch of ferns and get super sideways like Kailen does. But he said that they're really sweet. Here's that big drop. This drop, there's a corner, and then you just send it off this cliff. It's huge. It's probably like, I don't know, 25, 30 feet down and probably 15, 20 feet out. And he's doing this on a Scout, which is, what, 130 millimeter trail bike. And so I think the video's title is Searching for the Limit. So I think he found the limit of the Transition Scout on that one. I've only ever done it. Oh, actually, I did it on a 150 millimeter plus bike like 3 or 4 years ago when I first moved here. I was on a Specialized stump jumper with the 27.5 by 3.0 inch tires. And I sent that jump and or that big drop, and yeah, it was pretty cool. Actually, I'm going to show you guys when I actually fell off of that. So let's do a little story time. Here's that same drop, and so I hit it the first time, and then I was going to go back up again and do it again. And then things went a little crazy. So there's that jump, big drop, like I said, probably 25, 30 feet down and about 15 feet out. But then my front tires slid out, and I fall off the cliff. So luckily we got it on video, and my friends run up to me. I don't think the audio is on for you guys right now, but check this out. Ah, boom, boom. So I had 2 of my friends filming for that one, and then they started yelling, asking me if I was alive. So I'll probably bring that video up every now and then because it's pretty funny. But if you guys hear, I'm going to drop the link for that video. If you guys want to see that video with full audio, it's pretty funny. So there's me laying at the bottom. I'm checking to make sure I'm okay down there because I landed right on the top of my frame with my groin. So that was not the best crash for me. But it was good. I'm all good. So let's see. Let's see. All right, let's go back to the comments, see what you guys have to say. Let's see. Okay, sweet. So some people didn't get a notification. I'm going to try to fix that so that everyone can join in. Let's see. Oh, West Forerunner asked for a hardtail trail fork, 150 millimeter. I would do the Marzocchi Bomber 100%. Like I said, I've ridden both the DVO and the Marzocchi Fox forks. I'm much happier with Fox, which is why you probably notice why we have like most of our videos and most of our videos and media are aimed at specific brands, including Fox and Marzocchi. What I want to do is I want to sell the products that I have the most fun on and that I also trust the companies the most with technical support, customer service, and warranties, and also the things that feel the best. So I don't want to ever sell anything that I don't believe in. That is not my goal as a bike shop. Like I said earlier, there's a lot of warehouse bike shops like Chain Reaction and some other things. Sorry, I don't mean to name names, but they sell stuff just to sell stuff. I don't want to do that. I want to enjoy my job. I want to sell things that I like. And I want to get you guys on things that you're going to like. So that's kind of why we put so much effort into Fox/Marzocchi. We did do DVO for a while, but then once the new Fox stuff came out, then we started to shift our attitudes and all of our efforts towards Fox and Marzocchi because I just think that it feels really good. Chump MTB says, my Fox 36 Grip 2 is super harsh off the top. If you think that your 36 Grip 2 is harsh off the top of the stroke, check how many spacers you have in your fork. Make sure you have at least 2 volume spacers in your Fox 36 with the Grip 2 damper. If you guys actually want to, oh shoot, I wonder if my camera shut off. Check how many spacers you have in your fork. Make sure you have at least 2 volume spacers in your Fox 36 with the Grip 2 damper. If you guys actually want to, oh shoot, I wonder if my camera shut off. Sorry, the camera battery died. 1 second, let me check the battery. Okay, my bad. Camera battery died, but yeah, I'm still. We have to buy a special adapter to make it work. So my bad that went out real quick. So let's see. Let's see. My bad. Typing a message. Okay, anyway, let's see. So yeah, so if you want, I would recommend going to my channel on YouTube. I'm gonna bring it up, and I'm gonna link you to the Grip 2 damper fork setup video. And I would highly, highly, highly recommend. It's a pretty popular video. It's like 26,000 views. It's had really good feedback. And the reason why I'm linking you to this is not only just to obviously promote my channel or my business, but I have had a ton of people that have said the same thing. They've emailed me about their forks being harsh off the top. And I basically just got back to them and shared the video and said, watch this video, watch it pretty thoroughly. Do everything that I do. Get your fork at 30% sag, which is what I recommend. Have at least 2 tokens in there and start with the compression all the way wide open. And that made my fork feel night and day difference. I had my fork at a 180 millimeters right out of the box, and it felt super stiff, and I was definitely not really meshing very well with it, and I was kind of contemplating going back to DVO at that point because the DVO felt pretty good off the top. But the DVO did feel kind of weird at the end of the stroke and the mid stroke. I did not like it. So I basically just kept screwing around with the Fox fork, and it was new to me. So it definitely obviously had to do a little bit of work to make it feel really good. And once I messed around with the tokens and the air pressure and the compression and really started from scratch and went through my usual setup procedure for a fork, then the fork just felt amazing, and it still does. It's funny, after I made that video, I still have my fork settings all the exact same. So I really stand behind the method that I use to set up forks. And the same thing goes to set up a shock. I've had a million different requests from people to have a Float X2 and a DHX2 setup guide video, and I have not got to it yet, but I hopefully will in the spring. It's basically the exact same procedure.
as the Fox 36. It's basically the same thing as with any fork. So you can watch my Fox 36 video and apply that to a RockShox Lyric or a DVO Diamond, etc., etc., etc. So I really do stand behind, like I said, the way that I set up suspension, and I think that you guys will definitely benefit from it as well. So let's see. So I am going to get back to these comments real quick. Opinions on the RockShox Lyric. RockShox forks are pretty sweet. I have not spent time on the new Lyric, but I have heard that it feels pretty dang comparable to the Fox 36, which would be a good thing. Our mechanic Russ rides the new Lyric, and he really likes it. Like I said, I have not spent a ton of time on the Lyric, but I have heard that it feels pretty much the exact same. The Debonair air spring is going to be pretty much the same thing as like the evil air spring that's in the Marzocchi and the Fox forks. I would definitely recommend it. If you're looking for a new fork, then I would definitely look into the Lyric RC2 or the Fox 36. I think, in my opinion, those are the two best forks out on the market. There's a whole ton of forks. MRP, they ride great. DVO ride pretty great. I don't think there's really like a bad option out there, honestly. So it really just depends on kind of your personal preference. Some people are RockShox folks. Some people are Fox folks. Over the years, I was RockShox. I was a RockShox folk for quite some time. And then I only recently switched to Fox because I really like their new stuff. I've had a couple Fox forks in the past, pretty basic entry-level ones that came OEM on some bikes, but it's I've switched recently. So Ian Davey, I am going to I just dropped you a link, and that is to all of the RockShox forks on our website. So if you're looking for pricing and things like that, definitely hop over there and get that going. So let's see. Who's got another question? Chump, yeah, video that's fed up, it did help a lot. It's definitely, okay, so sweet. Chump MTB just said, oh no, Ian Davey did says that we don't carry RockShox forks, but I just dropped the link to our website with all the RockShox forks. We do carry, we actually carry everything from every brand. So on our website, it takes a ridiculous amount of time to make product pages and things like that, which I could not keep up with myself. So that's why we hired Jason to help with sales and the internet. So as literally every day you go on the website, there are more and more products. So we don't really aim to be like a Jensen chain reaction kind of website. We want to really focus on the parts that we ride and the parts that we recommend to others. And that's what we really, like I said, that's what we really want to focus on. I don't want to sell stuff just to sell stuff. But anything that is really, anything that's like a really good product that's out there that we ride here at the shop, between me, Callie, Jason, and Russ, if we really believe in something, then we are going to sell it. So, for example, I'm a really light rider. I never really use tire inserts. But Russ, our head mechanic and shop manager and service manager, he actually owns a carbon rim company called Cascade Racing Designs, and he basically really believes in cush core. Now, I'm a light rider. I've never broken a rim, a carbon rim especially, so I don't ride tire inserts. But he seriously believes in those. So we actually just recently brought him in. We just had a rundown, a shop meeting like last week when all the new employees started. I told everyone, I really want you guys to be a part of this. Like, I don't want you guys to be behind the scenes. They're going to start coming into some videos. I want them to start ordering the parts that they really believe in. He really believes in cush core. He really loves cush core, especially since he owns the company with the carbon rims. He thinks that they not only increase the amount of protection you can offer towards both an alloy or a carbon rim, but also you get more sidewall support in your tires, and also it's pretty cool because then you're also going to run a lower pressure in your tires and therefore get some more grip. Now, I have not put one in my tire yet, but when I do switch to my summer tire setup, when Whistler Bike Park opens, then I'm definitely going to put some of those in there. And also, I might be building a new bike soon. I'm just going to hit you guys in real quick. We've been talking to Revel Bikes from Carbondale, Colorado. And we have been talking to them about becoming a dealer, and I think that it's all going to work. So I might be on a Revel rail frame soon. So that's just a little tidbit, and I'm super stoked to be able to sell their bikes because they're pretty rad. So Mike G from Melbourne, Australia. Good day, man. Working on bikes and watching live from sweet. What are you working on, dude? Mike G, what are you working on right now? Are you doing a fork service? You cleaning your chain off? Are you just like touching your bike here and there, pretending to work on it? I do that sometimes. Let's see. Oh yeah, no worries. Even or Ian Davey. Yeah, no worries about that. I don't necessarily. We don't endorse a ton of stuff just because for the longest time it was just me and Callie. So we kind of have our choice or our select brands that we really like on our personal bikes. But now that we have more people and it's going to in the shop, it's going to help a ton with literally everything. We're going to be able to share more products that we like. We're going to be able to keep more up to date on or more in tune with our website. Keep new products coming, updating products that are changing a little bit, making sure that everything is super dialed on our website. Quade Griffin. He's always here too. Holy crap, no, I'm so late to this live stream. Well, I'm glad to be here. Mike, how are you? What's up, Quade? I'm doing pretty good. I'm sitting here with two lovely ladies. One has red lipstick on, and one is a little more gothic with the black lipstick. So I'm just hanging out here with these girls and just chatting about bikes. We're just talking about things. But anyway, let's get back real quick to Pinkbike, because that's kind of the theme of tonight's. That is the theme of tonight's live stream. So I think I am okay. Sweet, I am on the other screen. I did want to see what you guys thought about one thing, which was another new bike brand, which I just mentioned. We might be carrying soon. Let me just scroll down and find that because there is a lot of stuff going on Pinkbike lately. Where you at? Where you at? Let's see. Control F. Nope. Gotta keep going. Gotta keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Gotta keep going. Gotta keep going. Okay, I'm just gonna search. My bad, everybody. I thought that this was like right at the top of the page. Revel. Okay, check this out. So these are the new bikes, or it's a new bike brand. Revel bikes from Colorado, Carbondale, Colorado. I believe the founder, I'm still getting super in tune with the company and the brand overall, but basically, Revel is a company that is started by a group of riders and industry guys that have a ton of knowledge on both all the ins and outs of the engineering side of not only creating a bike, but also the carbon. So I believe it's one of the founders of Envy actually stepped away from Envy, and he is now one of the head engineers or the founder. Still, like I said, I'm still working out all the details with the company since we've only been in contact for about a week or so. But they are a core group of guys that really know their stuff. They actually are using the suspension platform called CBF, which is the Canfield Balance. Canfield Balance. What is it called? Oh, I had it on the tip of my tongue. Formula. Canfield Balance Formula. So Canfield is a company that was started in Utah. Then they actually moved up here to Bellingham, and they made their headquarters here. Long story short, they actually moved back to Utah. They haven't actually produced a full suspension bike in a little while, so they actually are sharing the patent of the CBF suspension design with Revel in Carbondale, Colorado to use on their bikes. Revel is cool because they only make carbon bikes and they focus on the carbon, so they don't just kind of have a carbon frame just to have a carbon frame. Like I said, one of the founders was one of the founders of Envy, and you guys all know that Envy makes fancy carbon things, and so they're really, really concentrated on making really good carbon frames, which is why we're super pumped to have them. Really boutique brand, as you can see in the video that we're playing right now. They have a really pretty look to them. They are like they're the pretty girl at prom for sure. They look super nice. The suspension is going to be super dialed. One of our team riders, Nick, rode a Canfield Riot for a couple years. He actually used to ride for Canfield as a team rider, and he really, really enjoyed that bike. And he was super stoked to see that Revel was using it. He actually came to the shop and he was like, "Mike, did you see Revel bikes? Like, you should hit them up. You should get a hold of them. Like that Canfield bike was amazing. It was like no pedal bob and it felt bottomless." So here's the two bikes. On the left, we've got the Revel the Revel Rail, which is their 27.5-inch, 165 millimeter rear, 170 front enduro, quote unquote, bike, 27.5-inch wheels. Let's go back again. And on the right here, right here on this guy, the purple and gold bike, which is super pretty as well. That is their 29-inch aggressive trail bike. And this is going to be most likely better for many riders that are just doing trail riding or all mountain stuff. Pretty slack head tube angle. I believe it's at 66-degree head tube angle, so it's not too slack, taking the fun out of the ride. I like around 65, 66 personally on my bike. I am not super into mega slack bikes because I like them to be a little bit more playful, like to be over the front end a little bit more. But again, I haven't spent a ton of time on any of the like SBG type bikes with the short offset forks like the Transitions, Ibis Ritmo, et cetera. Our mechanic Russ really likes that. He's a 29er guy through and through for all the type of riding that he does. And he said that he really likes his like 63.5-degree head tube angle on his Transition Sentinel. So I'm going to have to try that out and ride one of those. Maybe we can put an angle set in one of the Revels and slack that baby out a little bit, see how that rides. But that will be an experiment for another day. So the trail bike on the trail bike on the right, that is the Revel Rascal, and super pretty. Like I said, that bike is basically a 130 millimeter travel in the rear and 140 millimeter travel in the front. So it's a decently aggressive, not too crazy aggressive to take the fun out of the ride. 29er, all mountain trail bike through and through. And on the left, we got that bigger bike with that coil shock on the rear. That's going to be 165 rear, 170 front, 27.5 inch. So I am definitely, let's see. Yeah, I am definitely very much looking forward to that bike if we do end up bringing them in. So I'm super pumped on it. So let's see. Let's get into some questions real quick after that. So okay, hey, MTB Go said that he rode one. He rode one at Sedona Fest. MTB Go, could you give me some words on what you thought about how it rode? That would be really sweet because I have not ridden one yet. I rode a Canfield with the same suspension design very briefly. That was my friend Nick's, and I thought it felt great. It pedaled really good and sweet. Let's see. All right. Someone was asking if they were able to find the Revel website. I will bring it up right here. Yeah, so MTB Go asked if we can find the website, so I'm bringing that up right now. I don't know what screen I'm even on anymore. Let's go back to the main screen. All right, let's see. So there is the link to Revel Bike's website. And hop on there, check out those bikes. If you are interested in getting one, hang on just like a week and see. We will make an announcement if everything works out with Revel. And I would absolutely love to get you on a Revel frame or a Revel complete bike. That would be amazing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to get on one myself. Oh, Tenant Components just hopped on the live chat. What is up? Tenant is owned by Tyler, who is another local mega shredder. He builds sick jumps. Generally, they go straight up, and if you like looking at the moon and you want to try to land on it, then you are going to ride his jumps. So yeah, he said you build a new bike. You say let's chat. So let's get on some. Yeah, I would love to try out the Tenet pedals. Maybe get on some bars and stems. So if you guys haven't checked out Tenet, I'm going to share his website as well because he works super hard at getting all this stuff super dialed. Just the title, if you Google if you Google Tenet components, I just really like the title of the link. PNW based, rider owned, foot drift certified. So that is exactly what I like to look for in terms of anything related to riding bikes. So let's copy and paste that. So check that out, ridetenet.com. Go check out his work. Go check out his pedals and everything. We really need, dude, you need to stop by the shop. We need to get some of your stuff on the wall and start selling some Tenet components in the shop. So we would be super pumped to do that. So we're going to be here tomorrow all day, of course, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So feel free to stop by anytime. Let's get some pedals in here. And actually, we should do a live stream with you, dude. Get you in here. We can do some giveaways, give away some pedals, give away some swag. Hopefully we can do that maybe on next Monday. That would be sweet. And yeah, get everybody super pumped and kind of get everyone in the know on Tenet components. What's really cool, I believe he's still doing this with his pedals. You can actually send them in for a free rebuild, so like a free refresh. So go check that out on his website. His pedals are sweet. His company is sweet. He's, again, super mega shredder, really good rider, and he's extremely nice, and he also has a sick van. He's got an ambulance, which he calls the Jambulance. That thing is sick. So if there's anything that I really look forward to working with in terms of people in the industry, it's people that either make or ride really good components or bikes, and also live/travel in a van. So that's really sweet. Let's see. All right, so Quade Griffin asked a good question. Let's see, actually. Someone said lost picture. Hopefully the picture's still going. Yeah, it looks like it's on. Maybe it just cut out for a second. Okay, let's see. Does the Cane Creek angle set work well? Yes, it does. The angle set also from Works, which is a European company. That one works really, really well too. We put those in bikes probably like once a week. Those here at the shop. Those are sweet. Fresh Start MTB and Skiing says, "Yo, sick bikes," with a big smiley face. I like that. I like that a lot. Sitka999 says, "Those bikes look sick. Love the 29er trail bike." Heck yeah, I am. It's gonna be weird because I'm kind of torn between the two bikes. We are actually if things work out, we're gonna get a small, medium, large, and extra large of the 29er, the Rascal, which is gonna be better at most Bellingham local trails that a majority of people are riding. And even if you are interested in the rail, then you're gonna be able to demo the Rascal and get a feel for how the suspension design works, and then really just go down to the smaller wheels with more suspension, slacker angles, and get a good feel for it. Let's see. So Mike G says, "Cool. Upgrading fork on my Polygon T7. Recon to a Pike. Too sweet. Awesome. Did you already buy a Pike? If not, you should definitely check out our website. And if you buy a fork, I'll send you a free Lost Coast shirt because I really appreciate all of our customers. I would be more than happy to not only supply you your fork and get you a new shirt and some sweet Lost Coast stickers with your order, but also we're always going to be here for customer service and warranty. Like I said, we just hired 2 new guys onto the team to help make sure that we keep super quick response times for all warranty things, all sales questions, all things like that. So you already know where to find us. The link to our website is in the description below the video if you do need to get a Pike. Anyway, let's go to the next question. Hey Mike, bike question here. As you may remember, I purchased a new bike, 2018 GT Verb Elite, because it was all I could afford after wrecking my old bike. The problem is my frame has a Yeti 575 Enduro, or my friend has a Yeti 575 Enduro, and I'm struggling to keep up on my 120mm front and rear trail/XC bike. What should I do as I am completely broke right now? Quade, I would say this is all a mental game, and it's really hard to say, but definitely keep your brain off of the whole keeping up thing. Ride your bike and have fun. I'm not sure how old you are, but get out there, get a job, start working, saving up some money. Seriously, the value of a dollar towards bikes, it can go pretty far, especially getting a used bike. Like I said, you could generally get a full suspension bike with a dropper post for about $800 US. You can also look if you go on Pinkbike and look in the classifieds. Here, let's actually go right now. Let's show Quade the buy sell and kind of see what's going on. So if you go to the used bikes, and this is a tip for everybody, if you're looking for a used bike, go to Pinkbike, go on the buy sell, and then go to, let's see, where do I do? Near me, and then I'm gonna look basically in Canada. Now, if you do this, the Canadian exchange rate is here. Let's also look at let's see, CAD to USD. So the Canadian dollar is 75 cents to, or sorry, the US dollar is 75 cents to 1 Canadian dollar. So our money is worth more than Canadians' money right now. So that means you get 25% off of Canadian prices. So if you go on here, let's say you want to buy a bike. Let's say your budget is $1,000 Canadian, which means, I'm going to have to plug the computer back in because it is dying. So hopefully you don't get too much mic feedback. Hopefully I can unplug that quick. But my apologies in advance if you do get some mic feedback. Nothing really I can do about that. But let's see. Okay, so the maximum price is $1,000 Canadian. And let's see what size. I ran a medium. And this is going to be things that are all in Canada. So let's try to see if we can find something with a dropper post. So I usually just zoom in and see what's up there. So here we go. 2010 Specialized Enduro Medium. This may or may not have a dropper post. Oh, no, it does. So that one's got a dropper post. It's got a Specialized Command post. It's got the old style RockShox Lyric on it. It's got a Fox CTD or RP23 shock. and it's got a 1x drivetrain, and it's got some hydraulic disc brakes. That looks like a sweet bike for, what, $1,000 Canadian? That means, okay, obviously this is going to be simple math, but 1,000 CAD to USD, and you are going to be at $750.39. So that is going to be a bike, full suspension bike with a dropper post for $750. You can definitely sell your old bike on Pinkbike for at least a few $100s, and then you're going to be able to better afford a new bike. Here's another one, Santa Cruz Heckler. Does not have a dropper post. That's kind of the main thing that I look for, and it doesn't really matter because you could always just buy like a one-up components dropper post for $200. That would be a really easy upgrade. Here's another one. This one's got a dropper post as well. This one's got a Fox 34, it looks like. It's got carbon cranks on it. It's got a 2x drivetrain, but that doesn't really matter. That's a super nice bike as long as everything seems to work. This one is $1,000 Canadian, $750 US. There's a whole bunch of specialized stump jumpers, enduros, things like that that you can get pretty cheap. Put a shorter stem on it. Have a great bike for pretty cheap. So I would really recommend doing that. So that's always a pretty good way to go baller on a budget. Let's see. Okay, let's get on. Someone says, any thoughts on the Trek Stash 29 Plus? I don't really stay in tune with Trek bikes too much, unfortunately, so I don't have a ton of input on that. But if you look into it, I'm sure that you could really figure some things out. So I don't want to really give advice on bikes that I'm not super in tune with. So the Trek Stash, I think that's a plus bike, hardtail. I'm sure it's a pretty sweet bike. If you guys are looking for a hardtail, definitely check out our website. We sell Ragley and Chromag. If you get a Ragley Blue Pig or a Big Wig, those are going to be aggressive hardtails that are pretty affordable that you can fit a fat tire in. Those things are sweet, and they'll also drop ship straight to your door and be there from Ragley real quick in just a couple days. So my bad. Let's go back to the main screen here. Let's see. More. Let's see. We got. JC Cruz said full stash. MTB Go said, yeah, so he was talking about the Revel bikes. He rode it. And he said that he rode the Revel that had i9 wheels on it, so he rode one of the higher end builds on that. Let's see. In between the Jet 9 alloy and the Stash. So the Jet 9, okay, so this is tough. So Jefferson, I don't have a ton of information on either Niners or Treks. If you were to dig into my brain and see the brands that I know the least amount, it's probably going to be Trek and Niner, unfortunately. We don't see those brands very much here in Bellingham, and their popularity has definitely fallen off quite a bit in terms of the whole mountain bike scene around the world. So I just don't see them that much anymore. Unfortunately, I can't give a ton of advice on that. Let's see. Dale LaCosta, sorry if I said that wrong. Do you suggest removing the DPX2 out of the bike to change spacers, or can I just unscrew the canister? You could add volume spacers with the DPX2 in the bike if you want. I really think that it's easier to just take it out of the bike. If you do that, then you could pull the whole air sleeve off, and that really makes it pretty easy to then also put some fresh slick oleum in the seals. If you have not serviced your rear shock yet, then I would just service your rear shock when you have it all taken apart. I've got all the, if you're doing it right now and you're going to take it apart, I'm actually going to drop a link just to make this easy for you. Then you don't have to run around or go anywhere on the internet to try to find all the parts. But I'm going to drop a link for you in the comments right here. So this is going to be going to Dale. So Dale, I just dropped that link. That is going to be all the rear shock parts. You can get a seal kit for that. And then also, if you go to under the accessories, you can get some slick oleum. If you don't have a tub of that, that is going to be mandatory for servicing suspension. It would be really good. So let's see. So Quaid said that he's 15. We're going to go back to the budget bike thing. Quaid, when I was 15, here's what I did. So my parents basically bought me my first legit BMX bike. It was a DK Rage. Let me actually try to pull that up. I don't even know what year it was. It was a gray DK Rage. But my parents basically bought me that bike when I turned, I believe, about 13. The first day that I brought it out, I did a 180 off of a kicker. I can't even find a picture of this thing. I did a 180 off of a kicker, and I just literally tacoed my back wheel. Now, my parents basically said, okay, we just spent a bunch of money so that you can have a nice bike. And, you know, if you're going to go out and you're going to be trying to spin around and grind on stuff, then you're going to have to be able to afford to fix it yourself or learn to fix it yourself. So I did both. So I learned how to fix my own bikes, and that's how I came to be where I'm at now. I got a job at the local bike shop after just constantly being in there with a broken bike all the time. They basically said, you know, you need a deal on parts because you're young. Let's get you in here and start learning more and more about bikes to do a little bit more in-depth stuff. So they hired me on, which was really sweet of them. So Paul at Park Schwinn in Beverly, Illinois, which is a subdivision of Chicago where I grew up. That was sweet. Thank you so much for hiring me. So after that, I started saving up money. I started mowing lawns and working part-time at the bike shop locally. And that was like the best thing that I've ever done. I learned the value of $1, and I also learned the value of hard work. And that's seriously how I got to be where I am today. Let's just say I'm not rich. I still live in my van outside. I dump all my money into the business. But for the most part, I do own a lot of sweet bike parts. I feed myself. Callie feeds herself. We feed Dusty. Dusty's got a nice dog bed to lay on and sleep on. We've got a bunch of stuff that we own through the business, so it's really fun. So get out there, mow some lawns, try to find a job at a bike shop, and then you can get deals on bikes and things like that. So that would be my absolute recommendation for you. Let's see. Oh, nice. He said that he umpires baseball games. I had a lot of friends that did that. Oh, nice. So we got two people from Illinois. We got Sterling, Illinois, and someone that grew up in Cicero. MTB Go, where do you live now? And wherever you live, I'm happy that you live there now because I think that was my one best thing that I have ever done is move out of Chicago. It just wasn't for me. I had really nothing to do. I just didn't mesh with people anymore. I needed to get out and talk to people that really like to fall down in the dirt off of their bike. So yeah, some Illinois boys in here tonight. That's funny. Let's see. How about a stump jumper ST for riding Bellingham? Mr. Johnny Boy 00. So let's see. Oh, he's from St. Charles. I think have I sent stuff to you before? I remember sending things to St. Charles maybe like last week. But we got someone asking about a stump jumper ST for riding in Bellingham. All the stump jumpers are a pretty good bike. Honestly, I think that I can't recommend just one bike for Bellingham. We are, like I said, we're going to try to bring in those Revel bikes. If you are interested in demoing one of those and getting a bike that's really good for Galbraith and Chuckanut, you can pick between the Rail or the Rascal. Their price points are super good, so they do only come in carbon. So it'd be great for a custom builder if you want a high-end bike. But honestly, all the stump jumpers I think are pretty good. I've heard some mixed reviews. I've heard that they have a weird linkage ratio and some weird kinematics. But same goes for all bikes. Everyone isn't going to mesh with every bike, so take all that stuff with a grain of salt. Honestly, if you buy a bike, any bike that you buy from a bike shop is going to be a bike that you're going to have fun on. Some are going to be better for different riders. Some are going to be aimed for different riders, and sometimes the wrong person buys that and doesn't mesh well with it. So definitely take all my stuff with a grain of salt. So let's see. Oh, sweet, you're from Brazil. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so I don't Jefferson. I don't know if you're gonna be able to make it to the shop unless you get on a plane and come here. So, oh yeah, he bought a fork seal tool. Did you buy the fork seal tool for the 32 millimeter Fox? We ran out last week, unfortunately, and had to order those in. So I don't know if you guys have all been here right now, but let me tell you like a quick story about what happened at the shop this last week. Is the shop got broken into this past weekend when I was in California. Someone pry-barred the side door open and made their way out with $5,000 or $6,000 worth of Fox forks and shocks and carbon bars and things like that. So it could have been much worse, and the security system really couldn't do anything. He pretty much just busted the door open and then ran to the front display where he saw all the fancy things through the window and then booked out. He actually dropped a pair of handlebars on the way out, which the cops have right now, doing some fingerprinting. And so hopefully they find some fingerprints on there, and hopefully they find the person that stole all the stuff. So if you guys are in Bellingham or anywhere and you're on Pinkbike, you find a deal on a Fox 36 or DHX2, DPX2, or FloatX2, and it's a Scream and Dale way too good to be true, then it's probably stolen from our shop. So interesting tidbit. Don't worry, guys. It's all good. Like we have business insurance and everything, so it's all going to be taken care of. So let's see. Let's get back to Pinkbike real quick. And let's see what else is going on here. Oh, sweet. Photo epic. Oh, man. I watched this video. I don't know. And then we all watched this video at the shop today. It's called, it's about the meaty paw grips, which Kyle Straight is, he's in his kitchen, dressed super American. I don't know. I couldn't tell whether to think it was funny or just wanted to, turn it off. But it's kind of weird. I don't know. The camera work is kind of odd, and it doesn't make a ton of sense to me. I don't know if you guys watched this or not, but it was kind of weird. Just dressed like a cowboy yelling at the camera. Anyway, let's get off of that one. Let's watch something pretty cool. Ooh, fat biking? I don't really know if I'm super into that. What is this? I didn't watch this. Did anybody watch this one? In the blink. Oh, I think this is something that they're talking in. I don't think you guys have audio. I'm going to have to figure that out. Oh, here's a good one. Okay, check this out. This is all the video carnage from the creek crossing at the New Zealand Enduro. Apparently there was a river that was kind of deep and people kept running into it and crashing. Oh my God. People keep going over the bars and into the water because they can't make it through it. I like how everyone is dressed in floral button-up shirts and then just going straight over the bars. Oh my God. It's like they're leaning really far back, and I'm sure all these dudes are super crazy good riders, but they just can't make it through, so it's pretty funny. There's a good close-up. Oh my God, his helmet fell off. Oh! God. Oh, did he make it over? Oh, is that Greg Callahan? Oh, he didn't make it. That's Greg Callahan. I think Steve Pete made it. I saw a video of him making it over. He jumped somehow. Yeah, he made it. Go real fast and lean back real far. I guess that's the gist of it. Here's Steve Pete again. Steve Pizza. Hook. Who else we got here? Bergtech. Oh. I think that's the guy with the helmet that fell off. Another dude. Oh, I think that was Greg Callahan. We watched the video with him earlier. I know just because he's got that the Cube bike. Who's this? B-Rad Cycle on Instagram. Oh God! None of these are getting any better. They all hurt to watch. What's this one? Let's just watch this one and look at some sweet moss. So this is okay. Let's see. This video is logging some serious air miles in flight path from Spencer White. Where is this taken at? I'm gonna guess this is in the PNW, most likely Canada. I would think maybe Vancouver Island. I think they can ride there all year. Oh man, look at that moss. I am super pumped for the foggy mossy season to come back because it's been gone for a little while. So it's right now in Bellingham. Unfortunately, it was kind of like an Indian winter, and we didn't get any snow. It was actually pretty dry. It wasn't even raining that much. But then all of a sudden, it got super cold for a week, and it snowed 6 to 10 inches up on Galbraith and Chuckanut. So only one trail right now is actually running in town, which is Double Down, which is a trail at the bottom of Chuckanut Mountain. And so Jason, our mechanic, has just been sessioning that trail quite a bit after work. Because luckily we had daylight savings time recently, so we are able to ride after work again, which is sweet. So, yeah, I don't know where this is at. It definitely looks like maybe Vancouver Island. It's got a bunch of sweet rock rolls. That kind of reminds me of Gargamel in Whistler. It's definitely not. But that trail looks sick. I don't know about you guys, but my favorite type of trail feature is rock rolls. So we've got a trail that we've been working on for quite some time that is literally just 5 giant rock rolls from top to bottom. And only one person, Kailen Hawk, has ridden the whole thing. It's freaking gnarly. So it's weird building a trail that I haven't ridden yet. But I'm kind of scared. So Jason, our sales guy that we just hired, has been out there working on this new trail and really getting it all dialed in. So thanks, Jason, for going out there and getting on that. Here's a big drop. That looks like a good road gap, and he's definitely looking at it because it looks scary. This kind of looks like the same one Jordy Lund maybe hit before, but yeah, I think that's the Jordy Lund. This must be like Jordy Lund's trail or something. I feel like I've seen this in the Rough as F videos. That thing is huge. That's a big jump. Oh, that's a big jump there. Sweet. Oh, and oh, hey dude, go rail that corner, bro. And then he flies off and goes into the woods. That's like the best part of filming is all the crashes that you get on video. That was a good video. Dude was hucking. Let's see. Top comment. Let's look at some comments. Glad to see he's carrying a water bottle with him. During longer flights, it's easy to dehydrate. That's true. Peter Wojnar. Oh, I know that dude. His nickname's Wojo. I've ridden with that guy before. Yes, boys. Spencer crushing on the bike, and Max killing behind the lens, making me all excited for spring to hit. Yeah, I'm pumped for spring to hit. Let's try to find something that is going to be controversial and look at some good comments. I don't even want to get on the whole drug testing thing. Let's see. I'm not going to get into the drug testing thing. That's just kind of ridiculous. Just making sure my camera is still on. Photo randoms. Oh, sweet. The Privateer is back for season 2. I'm pumped for that because Adam killed it last year. And he's on pivot this year. Sweet. So he's off of Scott and on pivot. So I'm pretty stoked to see how he does on that, on a totally different suspension design, different platform, and everything like that. So that should be pretty sweet. Oh, sweet. Oh, so he just built a new bike, a Firebird 29. Is he putting? Is that an angle set that he's putting in there? Maybe. So yeah, it looks like he's got some Hope brakes that are blue. This thing looks super pimped out. So yeah, he's in for a good time. That's a nice bike right there. I would definitely ride one of those things. Pivots are sweet. My friend Mo Awesome, you guys probably know Mo Awesome. He's got a pivot. It's covered in tape right now, but for hashtag no free sponsors or no free deals or whatever. Okay, something controversial. Come on. Other than steroids. Here we go. This is going to be great. Okay, people seriously hate tube straps. I don't know what it is about it, but tube straps and like taping a tube to your frame seriously throws people in a crazy loop. I don't know what it is, but everyone seems to hate that, except for like the people that actually just use them. I don't really get it. Yeah, your tube might be covered in mud, but then at least you have a tube on you. You don't have to carry a pack. So anyway, top comment. Okay, let's zoom in on these guys. Did I just scroll through 17 pics of tubes strapped to frames? The only bigger waste of time would be to post a comment about it. Oh, damn it. That's pretty good. Okay, let's try to find one that's thumbs down below threshold. Here's one. Question mark. I must say that I'm very much partial to a strap-on, especially in the rear. Oh, that's great. That guy definitely got downvoted because that's a very easy joke to understand. Let's see. In the vast majority of those tubes will be useless as soon as you throw it into a tire, and then the grinding paste of gravel and mud wears a hole in it. 10 out of 10 for fashion, 0 out of 10 for function. So obviously, when you do that, you are going to wipe the tube off, and I don't think that having a little bit of mud inside of your tire for emergency reasons to get you out is really going to do anything. So this is actually a good idea. Wrap it in a biodegradable dog poop bag to keep it clean, then turn the bag inside out and put it in a pocket when it's been used. That's a sick idea. Huh. I have a lot of biodegradable dog poop bags for Dusty. I think I might just go ahead and start doing that. I'm going to give that a thumbs up to 35. So that's a super good idea. Let's see. Let's try to find another good one. Here's saddlebags and frame packs. Can you imagine telling a gnarly gravity bro 10 years ago this was in his or her future? That's hilarious. Like the only thing that when we started the business 3 years ago, we made like our first initial parts order, and like one of the only things we have left is a lizard skins saddlebag because we don't really do mountain bikes that much, or road bikes that much. So we still have one of those. Maybe I'll have to use it on my own bike. The real question is why the guy with the stump jumper doesn't use the SWAT box, and this guy said full of weed already. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Um, any other good ones on here? If anyone's got any good Pinkbike comments that you guys would like me to respond to, definitely bring those up in the comments, and I would definitely check those out. So let's see. Pull up your Pinkbike vid. What is my Pinkbike vid? Let's see. Ba-ba-dum-bum-bum. Oh, sorry. I just went silent for a second. I was reading comments. RockShox Super Deluxe RCT or Fox DPX2. My thoughts from MTB Go. They are both very similar shocks. That is a super hard question. Man, that's a hard one. Super Deluxe RCT or Fox DPX2, my thoughts. They are so similar. That's a really hard one. Honestly, it comes down to if you're a RockShox or a Fox guy, or what fork you have on. If you got a RockShox fork, probably just go with a RockShox shock. And if you got a DPX2, if you have a Fox fork, go with a Fox shock. It's going to be easiest, so when it comes down to getting them serviced, if you have a Fox fork that you're going to be either sending to us for service, or if you have to drop it off at a shop, hopefully you have if you don't have a Fox service center nearby you, you can send it in to us and we will rebuild it for you. If you're going to be doing that, then just get a Fox shock. Then you're going to be able to just send the fork and the shock in at the same time when you send it to us for a rebuild. And if you have a RockShox fork and you plan on rebuilding that yourself, then you're more likely going to want to get a Super Deluxe so that you can rebuild that yourself at home. Those things are honestly a pain in the butt to rebuild, in my opinion, when you're doing it at home. But if you send it to us, we have all the proper toolage to get all that done, and we have everything set up to make it super easy and efficient for us to do it. That way you just send it to us, take a couple days off the bike, spend some time with the family, go for some hikes, switch to running for a week and get your knees in shape, and then we'll just send it right back to you. So that's honestly, that's my 2 cents for that one. Let's see. Should pull up some videos from Windrock. I could do that in a second. I know it was super muddy out there. Let's see. Sessahawk 4852. What's up, my dude? What's going on? Sessahawk 4852. Hopefully I am not butchering your name too much. I just don't know how to pronounce that one. Okay, how long have we been on here for? 7:37. Holy crap, we've been on here for almost 2 hours, like an hour and 40 minutes. So when we do the MTB Insider videos, I'm going to pretty much just stick to doing an hour at the most, but maybe about 40 minutes. We're not sure. We're going to try to make those videos a little bit more, honestly, they're going to be a little bit more sales driven. Obviously, we have to, for us to keep doing these things, we got to run traffic and get new customers to our website and things like that. So we are going to pretty much focus on really highlighting and showcasing some particular products. It's going to be a new product or a new brand every week. And then also in between, we're going to do some podcast style interviews with some good riders and people that are from the industry that either own brands, work for brands, things like that. And also our own employees. Maybe get Dusty on here if she wakes up one of these days because she's been sleeping this entire time. But yeah, we're going to just kind of do more in-depth product technical, not really reviews, but more of like a inside view. What's going on inside of these products, compatibility things, if it's going to work with different bikes, if it's going to work with other components, and also with your riding styles and the terrain that you ride, and also compatible with your bikes. So we're going to answer more compatibility questions, tech questions. Also, we're going to be doing a ton of giveaways. So yeah, if you guys want to partake in the giveaways, then definitely join us for those MTB Insider videos, because that's really what we're trying to do. MTB Go just said big jug. Yeah, this is my my large mason jar. I just use mason jars for I buy a lot of bulk food to reduce waste so I don't throw as many things away, which I think that everyone should definitely partake in, definitely reducing waste and things like that, recycling, whatnot. But I also use the mason jars for water cups. So I'll drink 4 of these large mason jars worth of water every day. But keep myself hydrated, keep myself awake. Let's see. The plus tire one. Oh, the plus tire one. You guys wanted to, if you guys want to watch me ride a bike on the plus tires, let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Mid-fat kid. Stump jumper. I don't even know how to find it. Mid-fat. I think it's on Vimeo actually. True. Oh, there we go. True Life Mid-fat. I'm gonna switch to the other screen now and bring this up. Okay, there we are. Singletracks.com. I don't even know. Okay, this was shared on singletracks.com on March 25th, 2016. So I don't think you guys can get audio here, but this is going to. It's basically we did like a parody. We did a parody on like True Life, which was a show that used to be on MTV, and so it was basically like, hey guys, I ride a mid-fat. Not everybody is accepting of me, so but I don't really care. I'm just gonna ride it anyway. So I was basically saying like, ever since I got a mid-fat, nobody wants to ride with me. I don't have any friends, and I live in a van down by the river. So here's a river. There's my van. That's my old van that I used to live in. I still live in a van, just an upgraded van. So then I go and I say like, see some friends. I'm like, hey, you guys want to go for a ride with me? They say, oh, is that a mid-fat? And I say, yeah. And then he says, F you. Said he didn't want to ride with me, so I go and ride by myself, pedal off. That's my friend Joey on the left, then Kevin and Brian. Brian actually filmed the whole thing, and Brian just moved to Colorado. He's one of my good friends, but I stay in contact with all of them still very closely. So, yeah, this was in 2016, so 3 years ago when I had this bike. This was a Specialized Stump Jumper 6 Fatty. This is when I just moved to town and when I was like super extremely stoked on everything. I also think that my rear shock was blown out the entire time that I owned that bike, and I just like kept riding it and didn't think about like rebuilding the shock or like upgrading the shock. So you'll notice that I'm kind of bouncing around a lot because the rebound is basically just on full fast the entire time. But it made for a fun ride. That was when the Plus bikes like just first came out, and this was a 3.0 3-inch tire, and it had the control sidewalls, so the tires were super flimsy and they would just flex like crazy. And every time I went and hit a berm, I would go and just rip the tire off of the rim. And it didn't make it for the best platform. I think the 2.8-inch tires are more dialed with the thicker sidewalls on them. I think that's what's up in terms of Plus bikes, and I think that they have got that stuff dialed. Oh, I threw a 360. Hey, let's go back there. I forgot about that. This took about like 10 times. I fell so many times doing 360s. Dusty, come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Dusty's up. Come here, bud. Come on. Dusty, come. Good girl. Oh, jeez. Here, let me under. Come here, buddy. Here, on the couch. Good girl. Up. Good girl. Up here, bud. So, yeah, good girl. I'm going to move this fork. Come on. Up. Good girl. Hi, bud. Hi. We watching a video of me riding? We didn't have Dusty yet. Come on up. There we go. Yeah, we didn't have Dusty yet. We didn't have Dusty for a couple more years. Oh, yes. Are you on live video? Oh, yes, you are. I love that jump right there. Always sneaks up. Here's that big jump that we watched in that other video of Kailen. Here, let's do that one more time. So, like I said, it's probably about 25 feet down maybe and 15 feet out. You're in the air for a long time. And the first time I hit that jump, it was the first time I ever hit it, and it was on camera. Brian, who was filming, was like, dude, the camera battery light is blinking. He's like, you got to hit this. It's now or never. And, hey, no itching, no biting yourself. That's bad for you. And he said, it's now or never, dude. Like, you got to hit this jump right now. The camera battery light is flashing. You got to get this, like, right now. So I did it. And basically, after hitting it, we high-fived, and I was screaming because I was super stoked. Come here, buddy. Get more comfy. Oh, sorry. There we go. And we were super pumped. And then it turns out that he didn't hit record. So I had to go back up and hit it again, which was super scary. And the second time I hit it, I then I went a little too fast and I landed like super deep, probably like 5 feet deep, and I just straight up bottomed out my bike. And that was not the most fun moment because I was totally scared in the air. That was a oh crap moment in the air. So let's see. MTB Go asks, does the Cane Creek ankle set really work? Is it hard to install? The Cane Creek ankle set, yeah, definitely works. It'll slacken out your bike. If you have an external cup bike, hey, what are you biting your feet for? You don't need to bite your feet. You're on live video. You have good manners. Here, I'm gonna bite my foot too. I can't bite my foot. Anyway, oh, and Dusty's out. She's gonna go bite her foot. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, yeah, it's gonna slack out your bike. If you have an external cup headset with your frame, then it's going to be the best because then you are not gonna add extra rise. If you have like a zero stack headset, it's gonna be a little iffy just because you're gonna add some stack to your headset. And then your front end will be higher, but you could also just take some spacers out from under your stem, and then it's going to pretty much just equal out on itself. So let's see. Quaid Griffin likes my plus tire video. That's good. Let's see. Yeah, that video was super fun to make. That was like the OG video from when I first moved here and all that stuff. Benny, thanks for joining, and peace out until next time. We will be doing a lot of these live streams, so I'm sure it won't be too hard to catch us. We got a question from John Howery. Sorry about if I butchered your last name. He says, Mike, I have a bike question. I'm thinking of switching out a back tire hub. Is it cheaper to just buy a new one pre-installed? Oh, and drink your water poured from a copper vase or pitcher. Google it. Okay, I'll definitely Google that. And then let's see. I'm not quite sure. So you ask, think of switching out a back tire hub. So is it cheaper to buy a new one pre-installed? So if you're getting a new hub, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for performance, then sometimes it's cheaper to just get the whole wheel, but then sometimes it is cheaper to just get a new hub and lace it up yourself. So it depends. If you're going to have a shop do it, then it's going to end up being a little bit expensive because then you're also going to have to pay for labor for the shop or for a mechanic to lace up your rear hub to your rear rim. So it really depends on what you're going for. If you have the ability to do it yourself, but honestly, if you're just looking to replace it because your rear hub is broken, it's probably cheaper to just buy a whole new rear wheel than you don't have to pay for labor. So let's see. We've been going for 1 hour and 47 minutes so far. We got 32 people left watching. So if you guys are watching right now, thank you so much for sticking with me right now. I'm not sure if I talked to you guys earlier, but if you guys want, check out the new sticker pack that we got. Unfortunately, I don't have the other camera set up right now to do a better B-roll, but go check out the new stickers. This one's my favorite. It's a Lost Co skull with our logo in it, and then we just got the standard arrow and a little Lost Co full logo right there. I'm going to just do one more thing, and I'm going to drop a link to the sticker pack if you guys want to grab one, and then I'm also going to drop the discount code. Use the code SHIPFREE, and you'll get free shipping on any order under $100, and that's for you guys just sticking through this with me. So I think that, yeah, if you guys want to grab some sweet stickers, go ahead and do that, get free shipping, and I'll ship them out to you tomorrow. So slap those things on your car, on your laptop, on your bike, and your skin if it's really stickable. I don't know. Anyway, Flats Out said, have you done a van tour vid yet? No, I have not. That is going to be one of the next 5 videos that we put out. I have got like 10 videos that are filmed. They just need to be edited, and editing actually takes the most amount of time, and I just have not gotten to that yet. So once we get all of the inventory finished, hopefully the goal is to have it all done tomorrow. Jason said he's going to stay here until midnight tomorrow so that we can just get it done. Hopefully we do get that all done tomorrow, and that should be the next week is all going to be filled with me literally just standing here editing videos, and it's going to be sweet because then I'm going to pump out a bunch of videos. The van tour video, we spent a ton of time getting that super dialed, so I'm pretty stoked to get that one up. Let's see. Forgot to say, Sittin' Low said that he liked our rocker intro on the Daily MTB Rider video. It said it was badass. Thanks, man. We try to do our best job to make that as badass as possible. So, yeah. We got Peter Ziedzik. Hopefully I pronounced that right. He asked Fox DPX or X2 for Midwest riding on an Ibis HD4. If you're in the Midwest, You're riding an Ibis HD4, 100% a DPX2. DPX2 is going to have a smaller air can. It's going to be a little bit more progressive naturally. It's going to be just more poppy in general. And here, I'm going to go to the second screen right here and show you guys on the website. We're going to go to rear shocks. Just go to the rear shocks page. We built this website, by the way, to be as easy to navigate as possible. Hopefully, you guys are having an easy time navigating it when you guys are getting parts. So I'm going to go to the Fox Float DPX2, not the one with the remote lockout. We don't need the remote lockout unless you do want that one, but most of the time, people don't really want that one. Go on here. This is going to be the Float DPX2. It's $554. You can also finance this with a firm. Super easy to qualify, and you're going to be able to get that for $49 a month. So that's just going to make it cheap. It's actually 0% financing for 6 months, I believe. So if you want to do that and you don't have the dough in your pocket right now, definitely you can finance it. And then you're going to select your mounting hardware. I think those are M8 by 21.8. I can't remember, but anyway, select both mounting hardwares. Those are 15 a piece. Select the size that you need. Add that bad boy to the cart. And there you go. Now it's added to your cart, and you can check out. So anyway, I'm going to drop a link to the DPX2. So if you are thinking about getting one of those, use that guy. And yeah, and then also, Peter, if you do order a DPX2 from us, shoot me an email letting me know that I said this so I don't forget. But if you do get the DPX2 from me, I will include a free Lost Co. t-shirt of your choice and in whatever size you want. I really would like to get you on board as a customer with us because I don't recognize your name, but I'd love to earn you or earn your business as a customer and have you on board as part of the team here at Lost Co. And I'd be more than happy to ship you out a shock, get you a free t-shirt as well, pass on the stoke, throw a bunch of free stickers in your box for you. Get that thing shipped out and help you out. So he asked, can you get black on black? The DPX2 does not come in a black finish. It has that kind of gold finish right here. Sorry, I need to go back to the main screen. My apologies on that. But the DPX2 has a Kashima coated canister. So the DPX2 does come in a black on black finish only as OEM. So you can only get the Performance Series Elite DPX2 if it already came stock on your bike. So you cannot purchase a all-black Performance Series DPX2 in the aftermarket, unfortunately. So you will just need to get the Kashima model as the aftermarket upgrade. So let's see. Sweet. Yeah, sweet, Peter. Place an order whenever you feel like it. And if you need any help, let me actually go on real quick. Ibis Mojo HD4. I don't actually remember what size shock that uses. It might be an 8.5 by 2.5 or 250 by 200 by 57. I'm not sure. Rear shock. Rear shock says down here. I think I'm gonna go back to that other screen. It's the Ibis HD4. Peter, this should be the correct one. Yeah, so 7.875 by 2.25. I'm pretty sure I have 2 of those shocks in stock and ready to ship out, and I should have the mounting hardware as well. So let's see. Mounting hardware, does it say? Am I missing it somewhere here? I can find it out. If you don't know, just order whatever and let me know you don't know if it's the right one or not, and I will be able to dig that up for you. I'll give Ibis a call tomorrow and figure that out. So yeah, feel free to place an order. That would be sweet. Feed me some dinner. Feed Dusty some dinner, and keep this show on the road. So let's go to back to the main screen. Let's go to the questions. See if I got any more questions. Kenny B MTB asked if we have Lost Co hoodies. Yes, we absolutely do. Let's see. I will go back to the website and I'm going to show you guys the merch page, and I'll drop Kenny a link to the Lost Co hoodie. That is right here. Drop you this link, and then of course again use the code SHIPFREE at checkout, and then you are going to be able to get free shipping on any order under $100. Go back to the main screen here. Yeah, ship free at checkout. Any order under $100, you'll get free shipping. And that's just for tonight. for everyone that's watching live right now. And then I just got a message from Koji KP saying, just shot you an email about Fox mounting hardware. Sweet, I'm going to get up on that, and I will definitely answer your question. Let's actually, let's get to that question right now. Let's see. So he is looking for rear shock hardware for his 2018 Transition Patrol. Transition website calls out M8 by 25 millimeter, but I see that there's either M8 by 24.8 or M8 by 25.1. Do you have these in stock? Which would be correct? Now, technically, if you go to order a mounting hardware that is not exactly in stock, and there is one that's just under and one that's just over, then most likely you're going to want to get the one that is just under. Then the frames are going to be able to flex slightly to compensate for that mounting hardware. But let me actually check real quick to see. Sometimes Fox will randomly sneak in mounting hardware sizes that are made for OEM, like made specifically just for a new bike, and then they'll randomly like sneak it in to the aftermarket, and it's really hard to keep up on those because there's so many different sizes that it's just super hard to keep up with and keep the website up to date with every single different little size of mounting hardware. So let's see, frame mount width, let's see if there is a 25. There's a 24.8 and 25.1. So I think that is going to be your only options. Let me check one more place and see if they happen to sneak it on. But I would go for a 24.8. Frames are most likely going to want to slightly flex inward rather than being pushed out. Honestly, I think either would work in a pinch. What I would actually do is before I respond to your email tomorrow, I will call Transition tomorrow and see if they have a better recommendation, see if they built in a little bit of compliance for that frame to flex slightly to fit the different mounting hardware. Like I said, right now I'm going to go on one more distributor that sometimes has one-off parts and see if they got one. Half-inch shock mount hardware, M8 by 25 point. Yeah, so there's 25 point. It's actually 25.89. So technically it's 24.9. That's going to be the one that I really recommend. So Koji, if you here, I'm going to go drop a link. Go to components, forks, rear shock parts. Oops, rear shock parts. Fox mounting hardware. So yeah, I'm going to drop a link. Right now, drop a link. There's the mounting hardware. If you want to go on and check that out, then you can basically just order some mounting hardware. I would do the 24.89, 24.8, technically 24.9, whatever you want to say. Yeah, order those up. And I'm going to call Transition just to double check to make sure that there's nothing weird with that one. And also, guys, anytime you order something, if there's something that's like weird and you are not 100% confident in the thing that you are ordering compatibility-wise, or if you ever need any recommendations, which if you need something that, hey, Mike, is this going to be better for my riding or my terrain or where I live, definitely shoot me an email after placing your order. I would be absolutely more than happy to make sure that we get everything all the cross our T's and dot our I's. Make sure that you are getting the best component or best accessory, best helmet, best jersey, best pair of gloves, best fork, best rear shock, best tire setup that is going to work best for you, your riding style, and your bike. So never hesitate to give me a phone call, give me a ring at the shop, and also if you just want to basically answer any questions, email us. That always works. You can also go on our website. Here, check this out. I think I might still have the other screen open. My bad. I keep forgetting which screen I'm on. This is the first time I've done that. But if you go down here, you can go down here, click live chat, and this is going to open up a chat box. And then it's basically, if we are online, it's going to show that we're online. I can just answer a question right away. So that's a pretty cool way to get a hold of us as well. So let's go back to the main camera. Cool. All right. So I have really bad posture right now. I need to I need to fix my posture. Let me close a couple screens here and get organized. I'm going to leave Koji. I'm going to leave your email unread, so I get back to it tomorrow. And he actually said that he's going to stop by tomorrow. I believe that we should have that mounting hardware in stock. We have pretty much every size of mounting hardware in stock, so I think that should be good to go. Callum Rose said, "Hey boys, what's up, dude? What's up, Callum?" J33P, I imagine that means Jeep Adventures, said, "Lostco, love the new look. You guys stepped it up big time. Good business decision to set up for a little diversification as well. Props to the two of you." Thanks so much. Guys, every time you leave a good comment, like, I'm going to turn off the camera and I'm going to go probably make some dinner and smile, brush my teeth and smile, and go lay down to go to sleep, and I'm going to smile because it's really awesome, man. Like, we're waking up every day, coming into your business, working with people that you really like in terms of employees. Like, we get to hire people that we really like and get along with. And then also working with customers that are not only super excited about riding bikes, but also are just super nice people. This is one of the reasons why I have been in the bike industry for just such a long time. I tried to get out of the bike industry a couple times. I worked at like an insurance company one time. I worked in warehouses doing different things and managed some other weird things. And basically, I just have never been able to get out of it because I really like working with mountain bikers and cyclists in general. It's just super fun. So, guys, it's seriously. If I was an emoji right now, I would be the one with like the big smile with the rosy red cheeks. So, thank you guys so much. Oh, can I actually do that? I'm gonna throw out an emoji for that. Okay, that's me right now. I'm that emoji. So, anyway, okay, cool. Quaid, looks like you are going to go to bed right now. It's 11 o'clock in New York right now, and he has a bee allergy appointment tomorrow. Man, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Callie is allergic to dairy, and so I know what happens when someone gets an allergic reaction. It's not good. Yeah, Yeep. Jeep equals, yeah, Jeep, yeah, for sure, Jeep. I used to be into Jeeps. I've had a couple XJs, crashed them into things. I like buying cars that are really crappy so I can crash them into things. I don't know if you guys ever watch my Instagram videos with my WRX, but it's our little rally car, which I'm gonna do a big, like a vinyl wrap on with the logo, and it's gonna be like a camouflage Lostco logo all over. It's gonna be sweet, but that thing is a piece of junk on the outside because I can crash it into things. It's fun. So let's see. Okay, sweet, Koji. We will see you tomorrow. Swing on by. And then MTB Go said bedtime. Peace out. Peace out, man. Thanks for joining, guy or girl. I'm not sure. Peace out, y'all. And then let's see. Win Foss says, later, Mike. Need to shop Fork Boost. Sweet. If you guys need some Fork Boost, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that video. I'm sure you guys probably have. It's one of our most popular videos, but we explain kind of how to use Fork Boost. That stuff is one of my favorite just little tidbits to have. I think that it's really good for people to have in their garage if they're riding a lot. There's the link to Fork Boost, and then again, use code SHIPFREE, and that is going to get you free shipping on any order under $100. Let's see. Quaid, I'm not sure. It's been 2 hours. No, I actually might wrap it up right now because I'm starving. I have not had dinner yet. But yeah, so peace out, everybody. I'm gonna have to get off right now. We've been on for a little over 2 hours, and yeah, we're gonna get back into the MTB Insider. We're gonna have an episode next Monday, and if you guys are on the newsletter, I will send out an email newsletter, and of course, put it on Instagram and let you guys know either who we're gonna be interviewing or what we're going to be covering. We might be doing Cascade Racing Designs. We might be doing Tenet Components. I might just be interviewing one of the employees here at the shop. So we're not 100% sure what we're going to be doing. But again, use that code SHIPFREE on our website. Free shipping on any order under 100, but it's always free shipping over $100. So we think that's a pretty good guideline for kind of what we're looking to do for our online store. So sweet. Thumbs up, everyone, as Jeep Adventures says. And Dusty is here. Come on, buddy. You want to say bye? Come on up. Okay, anyway, I don't know if you can see Dusty right now, but there's a little dog head sticking out. Okay, here, can you sit? Sit. Good girl. All right, high five. Give everyone 5. Oh, yes. All right, Dusty says high five, everybody. So we are going to peace out right now. It was great seeing everybody on the live stream, and I think we are going to peace out. Now, I always forget how to do that. And, all right, guys. later. Have a great night. And again, thank you for joining me. I'm Mike from the Lost Co. in Bellingham, Washington. Be sure to hit us up with any questions. And we want to be your local bike shop. We want to be the world's local bike shop. Any parts, recommendations, bikes, accessories, sweet t-shirts, sweet stickers, sweet dogs that give high fives. Check us out. Go to our web store, thelostco.com, or swing by the shop if you are local. We'd be absolutely more than happy to help you with anything that you ever need. So until